Hey guys, happy Sunday. Do you notice anything? Let me just show you. Can you read that? Because my camera screen flipped this time. Isn't that crazy? So that is a blessing, and maybe it'll do this every single Sunday now. So that would be nice. I have had a crazy day because I made my volleyball coaching debut today and we had a tournament. Sadly, we did not win any games, so hopefully that's not an indicator of what kind of coach I am. But I do think that we will have a lot of potential. And so every week I hopefully will be reporting that we eventually win one of these tournaments. So because of that, because I've been gone all day, I will not invoice you tonight for your item. I'm going to wait and do the invoice tomorrow when I get shipping calculated as well. So changing it up a little bit from what we normally do on a Sunday live, and I will just send you one invoice once I get shipping calculated in the morning. So that will include your item and your shipping tomorrow. This week, I'm going to do a lunch break sale at noon on Thursday. So for those of you that can tune in the middle of the day and want to see what other goodies I have for sale, that will happen on Thursday. So hi, Ronell. So another wonderful thing is that I can see the comments today too. So that's always nice. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. First up, we have this little 3-blade pocket knife, and it has a shield on it. You can see that there. I tried to see what brand that was with the shield, and really I think it could be a bunch of different brands. There is something written on the blade right here, but I cannot read what it is. It's one of those things that if you collect knives, you can probably read it because you know the different possibilities of what it's going to say. However, I cannot. So this is a 3-blade little knife with the shield. Hi, Myra. Hi, Polly. Hi, Kay. Hi, Anita. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks everybody for watching. We've got $10 on the little pocket knife. So if you haven't done a sale with me before, you are just going to comment sold. You'd say pocket knife. If you haven't bought something with me, you're going to send me your email address and your zip code, and then I will invoice you for your items and for shipping in the morning. So we're doing it a little bit differently than normal just because my brain is fried and I need to vegetate a little bit after this. So next up is we have this little sugar. It says Royal Semi-Porcelain England, Johnson Brothers on the bottom. So as long as that is in focus, you should actually be able to see what it says since the camera is working. Awesome. So we've got $15 on this little sugar without the lid. So you will notice I'm going to keep holding it in the wrong direction because the camera's flipped. And it's one of those things that you do not understand how weird that is because like my mannerisms, my different things are different when the camera is not a mirror image. So next up we have 3 little oil cans, and I think I must have had this one turned over because it is leaking some oil. So just know that I will probably put these in a Ziploc bag. I'll plug them with like a toothpick if it's something that somebody wants shipped. So these are little bitty, no names except for this one does say Singer on it. Hopefully you can see that because now I can't see where it is. It says Singer right by my fingernail, if we can get the lighting right. The rest of them do not have any name on them. Normally Eagle is probably a common one. So $15 on these little 3 oil cans. So you're buying the set. So you can pick things up locally or I can ship them to you. Then we have this little money box, and it's gray. There is no key with it. It does have a handle. Some neat things that I've just seen displayed with these. Honestly, one of my favorites was somebody put, I'm trying to think what they used for filler. Maybe some of that old green tinsel they used for filler, and then they had Christmas bulbs in it. So I know that it's not Christmas time, but it just looked so neat displayed like this. So you could use this to separate little things if you are a crafter or in your office, or use it for fishing or money or toys, anything like that. Or you could have it open and use it to display some of the little itsy bitsy things that you collect. So it does have a little compartments in it, but I don't have the key, so it won't lock. So $20 on the little metal box. It's going to be about 11 by 7.5 and probably about 4.5 inches tall on this. Okay, then we have another oven. So I had an oven earlier, and I just talked about how this one's different. This door does not want to stay shut very well. But you could stick succulents in it and have succulents growing out of it. But how I've seen it displayed, and it was probably on Pinterest or something, was they had this oven setting on the kitchen counter, and then they had like some plates stacked on it, like saucer size plates, or you could even do bowls. And it just looked so cute. So that would be kind of my idea for this one as well. This one is a lot bigger than the other one that I had. So you could even start collecting these and stack the little stoves on top of each other. That would be cute. So to the back here, you're looking at 10, 10.25, and we're going about 11.25 across, and our depth here is about 6 inches. So $20 on this little stove, and it is, I can't read it. It is one that is a brand name, although I can't read it. It does have topical rust, and I want to say that I did clear coat it. I feel like I clear coated it. So $20 on the little oven. Okay, then let's do this little grouping of Valentines, since we can actually read what it says. This one says Chicago, Illinois on the back. So you're getting that one. See, I'm terrible now about lining it up. Number 2, and then here is your third one. And this is another one that's Chicago, Illinois. So you're getting the 4 Valentines for $14. So $14 on the, not 4 Valentines, 3 Valentines, $14 on the 3. All right, Robin wants the knife. And sorry, Robin, it looks like somebody helped you out on that. It was 10. And then Julie wants the oil can. So thanks guys for helping each other out when I'm not paying attention. Okay, next up we have this vintage jar. And then I love putting collections of things inside a jar. You've got a couple of, and again, my fingers are not gonna match up, a couple of good bobbers in there. This one is wood. And then the rest of them are just plastic. Some are older, some are newer, some are red and white, some are orange and yellow. It's just kind of an assortment. I didn't collect, or I didn't count completely, but you're looking at probably at least 50 of them. And you're getting the jar. So the jar full of bobbers is $30. So $30 on the jar of bobbers. So if you don't want to do bobbers, then you can just switch them out and put them in something else. Putting them in a bowl would be neat. Doing just the bobbers in either like a man cave or a kid's room, any kind of collection, it just looks good in altogether. So we've got a Prince Albert tin. This one does have the lid on it, and it is $15. I'm slacking on measuring things. We're looking at about 5.5 inches tall and 5.25 inches in diameter. So on these tins, you can leave it because this one has a lid, so that's a plus. But you could take the lid off and use it as a planter or have it hold your wooden spoons or any kind of collection as well. So $15 on Prince Albert. Okay, next up we have a wooden crate, and the wooden crate does have a lid and it does have some cobwebs. It's been sitting in the barn, but it is polyurethane. So you could have it set up like this. You could put a trash bag in it and have it be your trash can. You can set it up on a shelf if you want, or on a dresser, and use it, hold books in here, or do a display and then display stuff on top as well. And then there is a, not a lid, but there is a lid, but it doesn't fit 100% perfectly. This is pretty rusted and tight, but the reason I say it doesn't fit perfectly is because the board that would have gone through here and set really sturdily, that has broken at some point, and so there's not much that's going to actually clip here. So it's not something that you're going to be able to stack a ton of stuff on, because I don't think it would hold it, if that makes any sense. If I'm making any sense. Okay, so we've got $20 on this crate, and it is about 12 by 13. Guess we can go this direction too, by 12. So 12 by 13 on this crate, $20. Okay, then I did have corbels maybe at the lunchtime sale. I had one. Uh-oh, it's saying my connection's low. Let me try. I just had one corbel on my lunchtime sale. I have these two left, which I did have more, and I've sold them on the Sunday sales before. But I do have these two left. These are my last two corbels like this. They're $55 each, so you can buy one or both. They're kind of an orangish and a greenish color. They look probably, I don't want to say better in person, but the orange isn't as bright. And you can see, like right here, I spliced in a section from another one that I had. So that is not perfect by any means, but these are a little bit different because they have these corner pieces on them, where the one I had at the lunchtime sale did not have a corner piece on it. So these corbels are going to be $55, and they're 11 3/4. And then if I go out to the quarter round, it's going to be about 10 1/4. And then thickness wise with the quarter round is going to be about 5 3/4. So 55 each on the corbels. Isn't that exciting, Marilyn? I know. I don't know why it worked today and it doesn't work half the other time. But like I said, in my Facebook group, in my Staging Your Antique Shop group, it always will flip how it's supposed to, but for some reason on here it doesn't. So Jennifer wants the Prince Albert tin. Stevie, you're second on that. It froze because my Wi-Fi wasn't working for some reason, so I switched over and turned it off. So Polly, maybe that will help. Now that I'm on my phone, cell phone, cellular data instead of my home Wi-Fi, maybe that will help with reception. Makes no sense why it does that. Okay, next up we have this ironstone ladle. It's $15. And these are nice because if you have a lot of ironstone pieces that have like the tureens, the ladles are always missing, it seems like. And so I actually have a few ladles that can possibly work with the dishes that you have. So we've got $15 on the ironstone ladle. Next up, we have this brass candlestick holder. It's very big and heavy. There is definitely some weight to the bottom of this, and it's a unique piece because it's pretty big. The reason I like that is because then you can put an Easter egg in there. You know how I had the croquet balls on my lunch break sale? You could do a croquet ball. I've got pool balls tonight. You could do a pool ball. So you can do different things on here because the opening, the top is wider, so it will hold more. And it's heavy, so it's not going to be tipping over or anything. So $20 on the brass candlestick holder. And it's probably going to be about 11 3/4 inches tall on the brass candlestick. All right, Teresa wants the ladle. And Teresa, I saw your message before I got on here, and something that you wanted, I am selling tonight, and on, I think it was on Thursday's sale, I have some more garden utensils. So I'll send you pictures of the ones that aren't on there tonight, but I just looked at that right before I hopped on here. So we've got 11 and 3 are the numbers that have red pool balls. So since we, a lot of you wanted the croquet balls that I had that are red, because again, this is nice. You can just put these in a bowl. You could put them on a candlestick. And again, because there is your red for Valentine's, and then you can use them for Christmas, 4th of July, Labor Day. You've got tons of options when red is appropriate. So you're getting 4 pool balls, and it's $20. Now I got to figure out where I can put them where they're not going to roll away. Okay, then I got another silver pitcher. This one, again, I love the shape of it. It's got a sexy handle. And just put plants in it. What does it say? Inspected 19 is all that I'm seeing on the bottom, just an old sticker. You can put plants in it. You could do your wooden spoons, rolling pins. You could do garden tools, anything that you have that has enough height to stick in it. And if you don't have enough height on something, you can always just shove, you know, your Walmart bags, your paper bags down there to give yourself a platform, and then your items would stick up taller. So that's always an option as well. And these, I think, pitchers are very popular for wedding centerpieces too. 9 1/4 inches tall on that pitcher, and it is $25. So $25 on the silver pitcher. Okay, I grabbed another masher, wooden masher. This one is another one that would be in a cone. You know how they have the cones and they normally are sitting in a stand. This is going to go in one of those. But again, you can put it in a pitcher, in a crock, in a bowl, and display it that way. Or you could tie a string around it and hang it up. You could lay it down, lean it. Lots of options. I think the patina of this one is awesome because up here it's dried out a little bit, and then you've got your wood color more towards the bottom. But $10 on the masher, and it's about 10 3/4 inches long. Okay, then we've got a book bundle. This is not red like I had for Valentine's, which that red book bundle is going to get listed on the website this week. This one is just like probably what I think of as my living room colors, more like your subtle greens and blues. These probably, 2 of them at least have like some water damage, discoloration on the cover, broken waters. And then this one is The Courage of Captain Plum. I really just picked them more for the colors than for anything else because I think that they look good stacked together. Martin Eden. So you're getting the 3 books for $15. So bundle of books, $15. Okay, next up we have this little pin cushion. It's got a couple of pins in it left over from whoever used it last. It is like a silver aluminum kind of color. The inside is a surprise. It's a bright pink, and you also have a mirror in it as well. So something fun. And $6 on our pin cushion. The bottom is just kind of more like cardboard. All right, Stevie wants the books and picture, and Jana wants the pool balls. Jesse's first on the masher, Marilyn second, Chris you're third. And I do have another masher that didn't sell from the lunch break sale. Okay, this is the box that I have my Kleenex in. If you have seen a picture of my living room, as I've brought stuff home from the shop until I get the new shop all ready, I've just been shoving stuff in my house. And so you've got this box. It's just a old wooden box. It has been sealed with polyurethane. It's 13 1/4 by 7 1/2. These are outside dimensions, and then about 3 1/4 tall. So your Kleenex box will fit in here, and then you have a little bit of room left over as well. So $20 on this wooden box. Okay, then we have a couple of chalkboards. These are just like ones that they would have used at school, where every kid has their own. And then guess what? Now we have Chromebooks, and they can just write on the computer, right on the computer screen. So old school, little, not slate, but chalkboard, green. So it's like cardboard on one side, and then you can write in chalk on the other. So you've got 2 of these, $6 on the chalkboards. They are about 11 3/4 by 9. So $6 on this pair. Okay, then we've got a lone Sunday towel. I would say this is a bear eating. There is a little stain on it, but I have not, I feel like I did try and wash it. I don't know if it's been tried to get out or not. It doesn't look like a stain that you would have trouble getting out. The towels really feel kind of starchy almost. So good condition, and I'm guessing most of you are probably like my mom and can get any stain out, so I'm guessing that that stain would come out. But Sunday towel with the little stain with the bear eating his meal is $5. And then we've got another one, and this one is discolored like how they get with age. So this one has the butterfly pattern on it. Diana, the book sold. Jana wants the pin cushion, but they were $15. This one is going to be a lot larger, I think. So again, not sure on the stains on if they would come out or not, but the butterfly hand towel is $5. Then we've got another little vintage shoe or antique shoe. It's black. It would have been a button up. It's only got 1 button left, so I would probably shove some more paper in here and have that stand up a little bit better. And you can tell the kid really worn through the toe of it. So this little black shoe is $15. $15 on the shoe. And then we have a burlap sack, and this one is pretty much just plain. So you could, like on any feed sack or piece of burlap, you could definitely take and stamp it or stencil it This one says standard railroad bean bag. And then at the bottom it says 100 pounds. But you could totally write whatever you wanted on it with some stencils. $5 on the burlap sack. Okay, then we are lucky that we can actually read this tonight. Oxy paste works good to get some stains out. Jennifer wants the burlap. So we've got J.M. Nichols Botanical. This book is amazing. If I can get it lined up. April, what's it say? 26, 1922 has a a date in there. Says Brunswick, Missouri, and 1911. Well, copyrighted by J.M. Nickel, 1880 is what it reads here. So on this botanical book, I'm probably just gonna have to show you upside down, or I don't think I can flip it. It's just got lots of information in here of here are common names. You've got oils, indexed oils. You got pharmasophial or something. I can't pronounce it. Botanical names. So it's a lot of references, not pictures. So references, not pictures of, it's a botanical reference. Druggists and physicians containing all the botanical drugs known up to the present time. So on the botanical reference, it is $75. And this cover is, I would say it's leather. It's got a leather cover on it. Okay, this has stuff in it, so it's got some dirt. Your wash basin bowl. This one's got some embossing with some floral patterns on it. There is a crack up here, and you can see it does go through. Try and hold it in a way that I'm not going to drop it and improve that crack. But really, that's probably the only spot on it, and it is $30. It's going to be 15 1/4 inches in diameter and about 4.5 inches off the table. So $30 on the ironstone bowl. Okay, then we have this pastry cutter with an orange wood handle. Hang that on your wall if you had a collection of pastry cutters. Pretty much I'm telling you guys, if you get multiples of anything and you just hung a bunch of these on the wall, like in a small section of wall, maybe between a door or window or something, or alongside of your cabinet, I mean, that makes such a statement. So I'm big on multiples. Androck, made in the USA is what it says here on the side. Our lighting didn't glare it out too bad. $8 on that. Okay, then we have a little milk bottle. This one has, looks like the bicentennial, 1776 to 1976 with the bell on it. And it is $5 on the milk bottle. It sits about 9 inches tall. Okay, here are those, some more garden tools. This one's got the reddish black. You can just see a little bit of red on it with an all metal handle. And then we've got this green fork with wood on top. Great green color. Both of them have great patina. So you're getting the pair for $16. Pair of garden tools for $16. Okay, next up we have a pulley. It's got some good markings here. This piece is broken. And then you've got your top up here. and this does spin. We've got $20 on the pulley. $20 on the pulley. All right, Jerry wants the pastry cutter. Chris wants the garden tools. Stevie, you're second. Julie, you're third. Okay, then here we've got another grinder, made in the USA. Keystone is what this one is stamped. Number 5 there. Got some more writing on this side. And I find this one unique, so I'm guessing it was married together because it's silver and black for the handle. This one says Boyertown. C.I.Co., I think. C.I.Co. Boyertown. But again, you can clamp this to a shelf, and then you can put succulents in here, or pencils in here, or put an egg here for Easter. I mean, you have so many options. And then you can also just stand them up. You can have your handle go different directions. I have a couple above my fridge just to display them up there. So $10 on our grinder. Then I grabbed another cow kicker. This one's very rusty. I have not sprayed it with clear coat or anything. But again, my idea for this is to hang it on the door, and then you can hang a wreath on it. You can hang it on the wall and hang something from it. Hang it just and leave it how it is. It's just definitely a neat piece. So on the cow kickers, you got $10. $10 on the rusty cow kickers. Okay, then this is a unique piece. I had a few of these. I don't know if it would have been on the top of a gate, but honestly, the thing that I like about it the most is just the coloring on it. That patina, I just like it. So I would just honestly set it on a shelf, but it is open, so you could stick some things in it if you wanted. Like all I can think of is an American flag, put a bunch of flags in it, and have that, just hold it down. It's $15. So $15 on the cast iron piece. I'm gonna say it's about 4 3/4 inches tall. Then I've got 3 of these smaller corbels, and they are $25 each. I would prefer to sell them together. You could put 3 under a shelf to hold the shelf up. You could put these on a gallery wall and just turn them this way. You could put a picture in between them. I've seen that and I really like how that looks. And then you could put the other one somewhere else in your house. You could always repaint them if you don't like the colors that they are. These are about 11 1/4, it's in between there, and by 11 1/2. So $25 each, so the 3 would be $75. So smaller corbels, or skinnier corbels, or set of 3 corbels, however you want to specify it. And then I got a little silver creamer. I love the shape of this one also. Again, you could put an egg in it, a candle in it, succulents in it, cotton balls in it, Q-tips, all sorts of things. I even think this would look cute hanging. And again, you could still put a succulent in it even when it's hanging as well. So $8 on the little silver creamer. Okay, then we have just a wooden crate. It has been sealed with polyurethane. Try and get it all into the picture. It's kind of a different one because it has the metal pieces on the ends, and then it does have raised pieces here on the bottom. So you could stand it up, you could lay it on its side. You could hang these on the wall. Like if you use a corbel like that, you could put 2 corbels underneath this and hang it on the wall. Use this to display stuff, put stuff up here to display. So you have lots of options. You can always just leave it like this. You could roll up a couple of quilts or towels or anything in it. This wooden crate that's just plain is $30. All right, Leslie wants the grinder. Chris wants the cow kicker. Robin, I think that probably auto core lockers, maybe auto corrected. What are you talking about on the core lockers? Okay, then we have a door, which somebody has started to strip. It wasn't me, but there's still some paint on here, and you got some paint coming through. This would look great hanging on your wall. You could put a little wreath in it. You could do a Simply Said on it. You could just leave it as it is or layer another photo on top of it. Lots and lots of options. And then on this back side, it's just plain, but it was a hand-carved middle piece of the door. You can kind of see how it tapers in to set in. Kind of like a cream color on this side, or you can use it on the strip side. So $30 on the cabinet door. Okay, so Robin, it was supposed to say cow kickers. Chris still beat you on the cow kickers, so I was guessing it auto-corrected something weird. Deb's got the gate topper. Jesse's got the wooden box. Robin, you're second on the wooden box. Okay, and then we've got this newel post. So this is a post that I had in one of the displays here behind. Oh, when I did the 25 Days of Christmas, and I did, the vignette here behind me, I can't talk. This is the post that I ended up using because it was the right height. So this would be the top or bottom of stairs, and one side is plain. That probably would have had the railing into it. The rest of them have these eyes on them. It has been polyurethane, and it does have nice detailing. It's gonna set flat if you set it on the floor or on a cabinet or anything like that. I'm just trying to give you a tour of it, but I can't line it up very well. All right, so on this, I'll give you the total height. We're gonna say about 34.5 inches tall, and it's $65 on the newel post. So just to recap that I'm not going to invoice you right now like normal because Brooke needs some thinking time after the volleyball tournament today. But I will invoice you tomorrow once I get shipping calculated, so it'll be one total invoice. I will be doing a lunch break sale on Thursday at noon if you want to go back and watch that. And anything that doesn't sell, I will go through real quick and put it in Instagram stories. So then you can message me on Instagram or Facebook. I try to look at both and see what comment comes in first or what message comes in first as far as time-wise. So that you can get the item accordingly. So thanks everybody for watching. Melinda wants the door. I appreciate it, guys. Have a good night.